I would note, though, you've not provided me with a different name.
Are you going to tell us what you want to be called, or are we going to just keep playing this here game? I just want you to know. Hey y'all, it's your girl J9E, clicking through the different days of Darrell in court. And the judge said something, and I was like, oh, this is the answer to the question. So he's going to give us an answer to the question that we all been wondering. We know that he's not Darrell because he's told us 20 quadrillion times, right? So what does Darrell want to be called? I think we're going to find out today, you guys. We're going to find out today what Darrell wants to be called. We know what he don't want to be called, but we want to know what. Well, okay. All right, Darrell. Fine. You know what? You win. What do you want us to call you? Okay? Aside from underneath the prison, you know. Aside from that, what would you like for us to call you? So we're going to find that out. My sweets, we're gonna find out today, honey. We're gonna find out. Mama has found the clip, and we're gonna find out, all right? So come on, Darrell, out with it. What do you want to be called?
Anything the parties wish to take up prior to the jury coming out from the state.
Just one thing, Your Honor. For the record, we have served all of the subpoenas for Mr. Brooks at his request.
So nice.
The subpoenas had indicated a report date and time of tomorrow, which would be October 14th at 8 a.m. Mm-hmm. Given where we are in the case, we do not believe that we will have rested the state's case by 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Mm-hmm. We believe we're probably on track to rest sometime on Monday at this point.
Yes, because Darrell.
So
you can say it.
With the court's permission, we would like to advise those witnesses that they do not have to report at 8 a.m. tomorrow, and that we will update them probably Friday afternoon as to a date and time to appear.
All right.
Sounds
thank you.
Good. Any objection to that procedure, sir?
No objection. Just wanted to state that those subpoenas were filled out, as you know, by your assistants, that they should have been filed with the date of the 14th at 8:30 a.m. So just wanted to state that for the record. And also,
thank you, Darrell.
Again, I do not consent or agree to being called that name.
And here we go.
Your lack of consent is noted. I would note, though, you've not provided me with a different name. Number one. Number two, every inmate communication form has the name Darrell Brooks Jr. So I like to refer to the defendants by their name, frankly, out of respect for them, to not continually use defendant over and over again. Not that that would be improper, it's just a practice. So I'm going to still keep referring to you as Mr. Brooks. I know you as Mr. Brooks. Again, you've filed all sorts of inmate communication forms with that name, and you've never given me another name for which to call you. So I just want you to know that's not a disrespectful thing. It's out of respect for these proceedings.
Ask him what he want to be called.
But at times I'll still refer to you as the defendant.
No disrespect taken whatsoever, Your Honor. And for the record,
here it comes.
I still would.
Brace myself. We're going to get the answer, y'all. Oh my God. It's coming. Darrell is going to answer a question. Anybody want to take any bets? Anybody want to take any bets? Hey, Darrell. I live in your box. I know you never met me because you've never looked inside the box, but are you going to tell us what you want to be called, or are we going to just keep playing this here game? I just want you to know It sounds crazy, Daryl. Crazy. Look at the judge, Daryl. She thinks you crazy. Are you crazy? Oh, you are. Oh. Well, that explains a lot. And take this mask off, okay? You standing out like a sore thumb, even though you look like a swollen toe.
Not consent to that name or
or give another one.
Agree to that name.
Okay. What would you like to be called?
No respect, no disrespect taken whatsoever.
Your position is noted. All right, do you have any documents to file today, sir?
Yes, I do.
All right, if you could hand that to the bailiff.
Just very brief things I would like to.
Ain't it funny? He ain't even humor the idea of giving a name that he want to be called. He so badly don't want to be called. Have you ever heard somebody like be like, don't call me out my name without telling you what the fuck their name is? Like, you know, like what do you want me to call you? The grumpy old troll who lives under the prison? Okay. Roger Dodger. That's what you're gonna be. Oh my gosh. He wanted to be a rapper, y'all. He was like, I'm gonna be bigger than Jay-Z. I'm gonna be a big shot. I've been saving my money all my life. I got $84. Can't nobody stop me now. Ain't no stopping me now. My name's Darrell. Oops, did I say that out loud? My name is not Darrell. I'm not gonna tell you what it is. 'Cause it's a secret. Oh, I hate you, Darrell, with a passion. He didn't even, he just wanted to brush past it like, shit, don't ask me. Don't ask me because I'm going to look even crazier than I do right now. Don't ask me what I want to be called. Don't actually ask.
Put on the record.
I'll have the bailiff first show it to the state as that is proper, and then it'll come to me.
Come on, Sheriff. He's threatening people. Get him on the ground. The way she's looking at that document, Daryl must have wrote it. Look at she looking at it like, what? Was that a word? What is that? Is that feces? Did he write this in poo? Oh my God, Daryl.
Thank you, Deputy.
Oh, Daryl. I wish that tattoo was on the other side of your eyebrow, on the other eyebrow. I would like to know what the hell it is. How does nobody know? It must be written terribly. Like, oh, maybe you got it in jail, so you can't really make it out. Like whoever wrote it wasn't like literate. It says blah 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 blah. His tattoo says blah 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 blah.
Right, the record to reflect I have received a document that has a caption for this case, a heading that says bond, then
Jibber jabber.
2 short paragraphs, and then
A little bit of gibberish.
a signature at the bottom with the name Darrell Edward Brooks Jr., authorized representative of Darrell E. Brooks, all rights reserved. I've reviewed it, sir. I would note it will be made part of the file. You do not reference any law as it relates to this request, or what I would deem a request. There's no
Tell us what the
constitutional
request
provision,
is,
statutory
Judge.
provision, or common law.
Judge, I'm gonna need for you to tell me what he was requesting. He asked to go home, didn't he? He did. I know he did. You ain't got to tell me, but you can tell me. He said, I need you to quit. I need you to take these things off my ankles. Pronto. Chop, chop. Okay? And I need a freedom sandwich. I'm starving.
Associated with this.
What did he ask for? It was a mistrial. It was a mistrial. I already know. You ain't even
I'm
got
not sure what you're asking me to do with it as well. I don't see
Say
a
it.
clear request for relief as well. So it
Oh,
will be
come on, Judge. At least give us a rundown. What did it look like he was asking for? Like, what did it seem like he was getting at? You know what I mean? She ain't gonna tell us, y'all.
filed, but I'm not going to address it any further. Do you
Oh,
want a copy of that for your records,
oh,
sir?
oh, it
Yes,
must
I
have
do
been
the
subject matter
timestamped original
jurisdiction.
copy, if I may. And also, to my knowledge,
No, you may
the
not.
filing is proper.
Oh, is
Unless Your Honor can provide verified law of your own that is not a proper document. I think it's very clear what the document is referring to. The language is
Say it. Just say what it was you was asking for. I would like to go home, please. Thank you. This was fun. But I would like to be, just take these things off. See, look down, Judge. See these things on my ankles? Can you get this shit off me? It's keeping me from running out of here, and I don't like it. I don't like you, Judge, and you don't like me. So if you remove these things from my ankles, you won't ever have to see me again until I show up at your house, of course, because I ain't got no do right in me. I'm gonna come straight to your house because I'm stupid.
is all together.
Was it all together,
It's a
Daryl?
very, very clear document in its
Oh, is it clear?
entirety.
Like your name?
And
Okay.
Mr. Brooks, I would direct your attention to section 802.01, which governs motions, how made, and the form. That document does not comply with that.
That part.
As far as receiving a time stamped, we have a date stamp. It will be scanned, and it will be then uploaded into the...
That's funny. He says timestamp. Timestamp is like, isn't that like the little card that when you clock into work? Isn't that called a timestamp? Oh no, a timestamp is like on like surveillance and stuff. Like, yeah, they refer to that as a timestamp, where it shows that. Like, why does he think that why would somebody have a stamp that would have the time at all times? Like it's a clock that's running, but it's a stamp. You know what I mean? Like, why does he think that is a thing that exists? A stamp isn't going to be digital. That's not going to be that's not going to be the thing. Not for the time. It's not going to have time on it. Time is constantly moving with microseconds. So no, dumbass Daryl, no.
file. I would just note for the record, it's now 8:07.
So that's your good ear, Daryl?
I've had that for a couple of minutes now, but that's, we don't have a time stamp in the courtroom here.
what was the law that you cited?
I draw your attention to section 802.01, which is the statute related to motions.
And does that refer specifically to
Oh
that?
my God. To a Daryl
filing?
thought? No.
It
Nobody
refers
predicted
to
a Daryl.
any request that's made to a judge or in a court of law. Could, I suppose, go to a court commissioner, but that's not where we're at in these proceedings.
There he go trying to get legal advice again. Talking about, I don't need your help. I don't need your advice. I don't need you to advise me of nothing while he asks for advice. Oh my God, look at him trying to learn. Oh, you trying to learn? You trying to get your learn on, is you? It's too late for you, Daryl. Okay? It's too late. You should have learned how to take them things out of your head before they pulled your hairline back to infinity and beyond. Like the two little horns of his hairline were trying to meet each other. They were like, we've been best friends forever. I just want to meet you in person, dog. Look, so they were just getting closer and closer with time. In prison, they will surely meet. They will meet, honey. They will meet, yes.
To me, does not provide a legal or factual basis for
'Cause
the
it don't.
request that you're making.
It don't.
So that's how I will address it.
For the record, I believe it does, Your Honor.
Okay. You
It
also
was,
believe
you
you also believe that a horn was going to magically make humans disappear. You also believe that wasn't nobody going to think you were suspicious walking around town with no shoes on in the cold, with no jacket, no shoes, and it's cold as balls outside. You thought that was inconspicuous. So your thinking really ain't thinking. It ain't much thinking at all, in fact.
presented in the same fashion that all my motions in this court have been presented. And,
I know. Like, absolutely.
you never cited the same thing with the other filings. So that's leading me to believe that.
Oh, is it? Is it leading you? Where is it leading you? Is
it's
it Hades?
just
Say it's Hades.
that document that's not being accepted when I have the other timestamp filings for the same documents that I filed. Every other document is filed in the same manner. Every last one of them, and no exception with that one, Your Honor.
I understand my obligations with individuals who are representing themselves to review their pleadings and to construe them liberally. However, you were notified the other day that future requests needed to comply with Section 802.01, even with a liberal.
Look at that. So because I let you get away with it, Darrell, that wasn't you doing a good job. That was me pitying you, was what that was. I was pitying you, Darrell. I was like, you know what? He wrote this in crayon or feces. I don't know if that's a brown crayon or his shit, but it's a piece of paper for sure. That's definitely a paper. So I'll take it fine. I ain't gonna touch it. But just go ahead and take a picture of it or something and throw it away. I'll humor you now. But then she said, okay, that's enough of that. Now you're going to have to send me some stuff that's look like what's supposed to look like. Because my job, I'm not a teacher. I'm a judge, okay? I ain't here to be your kindergarten teacher. Just clearly the level of school that you would hop back in if you were to start up at this point. You're definitely behaving like a kindergartner, okay?
Reading of that document, I'm not sure what it is you're asking me. It's not going to prevent this court from
Ask him what he's asking for. So
proceeding forward and continuing on with the trial.
Come on.
And having the jury brought in and the next witness called.
For the record, Your Honor, can you state why? Because it's clear what this is referring to. It's referring to why there's no bond mentioned or stated in the court document, the docket sheet. There's no bond in any of these writings. Not one time does it mention it, and so that was what this was referring to.
I understand what it's referring to, sir.
Also,
there's no legal basis for your argument.
Also, for the record, this docket is not a certified copy, which is what I requested. I
do not control the clerk's office. You need to make a specific request to the custodian of the court record, which is the clerk of court, for a certified copy.
I did
that can't be done here in this courtroom. You have.
You want a bond? Oh, you want a bond, do you? You gonna bond with your cellmate. It's gonna be a different kind of bond. But you're gonna get a bond, okay? You guys are gonna be so tight. You're gonna be like best friends and in like a very close and, powerless relationship. You're gonna feel like what you look like, very small. You're gonna feel very small in that relationship, Darrell. But you do just fine. No, you won't. And that's why I'm happy that you won't. But either way, just get your ass in the prison.
To do that through an inmate communication form.
That's what I did, Your Honor. The ICF should be on record that I specifically requested.
What you request?
I specifically requested a certified copy.
Sir, I'm not in charge of that, so I'm not going to address that any further. So my understanding is a certified copy was provided to you.
This is not the certified copy that I'm holding, Your Honor.
Again, you can take that up with the clerk of court. That is beyond the scope of what I am addressing here. I am not the custodian of the record. I would not be the judge to address any concern.
What is up with him in these certified records? I would like a certified paper. They should just write certified at the top of all his papers. He wouldn't know. He'd be like, oh, thank you. No, he wouldn't. He would still complain because Daryl. He would still complain. Oh, definitely. He would still complain. He'd be like, oh, this is certified. I didn't even know that was how you spell that. How can I be sure, Your Honor, that that's the correct spelling? How do I know that's legal? Oh my God, you should have asked that before you drove to the parade. Is this legal? That would have been a good time to ask that question, Daryl. Oh my God.
Concerns that you have if you believe your request was not complied with.
It clearly wasn't, because
I'm not the person to do that, sir. It's not the proper venue in this case or forum. All right. The custodian of the record needs to reply to that. That is our clerk of court. If you believe she did not do that, then you have recourse available to you, but it's not through this case. So with that, I'm going to move on. Let's have the jury brought out.
I was not provided with exactly what I asked for. If I'm told by the court to submit an ICF for any requesting, and I requested specifically a certified copy of the docket sheet and was not provided with what I specifically asked for, then
Sir,
how?
I can't address that any further. So
I
again,
would like
you need
that
to take
stated.
that up with the clerk of court, and you can communicate directly with her office. But I'm not going to do it through this court proceeding.
I would like that stated for the record, that I did not receive what I specifically asked for, and I'm sure that the ICF is on record. I can get
Mr. Brooks. For the
Everything that you say in there is going to be for the record, unless the judge, after you say it, says strike it from the record. She didn't say strike it from the record. So guess what? It's in the fucking record, Daryl.
record, we're on the record. And so
Okay.
everything that we're saying is on the
you.
record. So it's
Thank
noted.
you.
Bring the jury out, please.
also, I had one more thing I wanted to
do you,
state for the
Daryl?
record.
Of course you do.
Go ahead.
Subject matter jurisdiction.
Which was also submitted via
subject matter
inmate communication form.
jurisdiction.
So that should be on the record, and it should be filed.
Oh my
I
God.
know it should have been received by now. It was addressed to Miss Monica Paz, and it was in it was asking for the complaint that was filed. It was 3 different complaints, and they're found in the docket sheet. One from 11/23 of 2021, one from 11/29 of 2021, which would be the amended complaint, and then one from January 12 of 2022, which would be the second amended complaint. I specifically asked for copies of those to be provided, as they were not in any discovery.
Mr. Brooks, I am not going to answer for Clerk of Court Paz. She is the custodian of the record. All right. So you're going to have to communicate directly with her. If you're looking for just copies, I'm happy to print those off for you. I've already provided some of those things to you. I hear you saying you want certified copies. That would not be provided by me. Are you looking for certified copies or just copies?
Certified copies.
All right, then that will have to be addressed by Clerk of Court Paz.
So how would I do that? Because
I can't, sir. I've already told you need to make the request to her. That's how I have to leave it, sir. I'm not the custodian of the record, so.
I addressed it that way, Your Honor. I addressed it the way I was told to address.
She said, look, Daryl, I am not about to give you that girl's phone number, okay? I'm not giving you her phone number, Daryl. I'm not about to make her have to listen to you. I don't hate her. And so I'm not going to do that to her, okay? You are something that people inflict on each other as torture and pain because they don't like each other. You are a punishment, okay? Your mother must have did something pretty bad to end up with you. Because I'll be damned. You about the worst.
It from
My
the
understanding
court.
is it went to her. So with that, let's have the jury brought out. Your position's noted.
All
Your
right.
Honor, can we address the subject matter
No, we
jurisdiction
cannot.
before the jury comes out? The jury comes.
No, we cannot address the subject matter jurisdiction. Stop stalling. You're not gonna keep yourself from getting to this here prison, okay? I think maybe he thinks if he annoys them enough that they'll just be like, oh my God, just take his shackles off, get him the fuck out of here. Maybe that's what he thinks. That might be what he thinks. He might actually think that. All right, y'all. I guess we did not get our answer. I thought we were gonna get our answer. I won't say I thought. I'll say I hope they might at least say something. I thought she was at least gonna ask. It sounded like she was gonna ask, like, you never gave me a name. You know, what would you like to be called? But she didn't. If anybody knows of a video clip where she asked him, please, like, timestamp it, send it to me, timestamp it, please. I would love to see that ish, okay? I'll behave, okay? Because I'm not going to do it. Absolutely not. Mama love you. Yes, she do. Peace.